The Business Model Canvas for Startups. The Business Model Canvas is a strategic management and entrepreneurial tool for developing new and documenting existing business models. It is a visual chart that allows you to describe, design, invent, and improve your business model. For every great idea, there needs to be a great business model. The Canvas contains 9 building blocks, including the following: customer segment, value proposition, channels, customer relationships, revenue streams, resources, activities, partnerships, and cost structure. If you structure these 9 segments in this formation, you will get the answer for all of your fundamental questions about any business idea. This course is designed to teach you how to use the business canvas for any idea, new or existing, and how to complete each of the 9 building blocks, and what are the advantages compared to traditional business plans. If you are looking for a tool to help organize your startup ideas, you are at the right place. The business canvas has 4 advantages over the traditional business plan. First advantage, focus. The business canvas is designed to guide you thinking through each of the 9 building blocks for devising a business model. The business canvas focuses the idea on the strategic elements that matter most and have the greatest impact on driving growth. It forces you to think of your business in a more systematic and formal way. The second advantage is speed. The business model is 9 boxes into a single piece of paper, so you have to be consistent, and concision is really important in early stage startups. Never create a classic business plan unless it is required by your bank or investor. The third advantage to the business model is changeable. In the early stage of a startup, it is really important to be able to easily change things in your model. In the standard business plan, each small change will provide a lot of additional work. The best way is to print business canvas into big sheets of paper or to draw on a whiteboard and stick post-it notes to it. When you stick post-it notes on it, you can easily change how you figure out your business model. The fourth advantage is that the business model is one standard form that is understandable for everyone, so you can easily share, get feedback from your partner or investor, and update. Building a business model. Now I will teach you how to fill all of the 9 building blocks and how to recognize and avoid common errors when you are using business models for your idea. There is no standard path from which building blocks you should start. If you are an entrepreneur, then you have a big knowledge of the market. If you know the market segment, then you should start with customer segment, and then you continue with value proposition. But if you are an entrepreneur that has the product idea, but you are not sure who is your customer, start with value proposition, then you continue with customer segment. So let's start with 9 building blocks. I will start with value proposition, but remember, you can also start from customer segment. Value proposition is the first box that we fill in. This is about what problem do you solve with your product? What value do you deliver to the customer, or which customer needs are you satisfying? Let's take Skype as an example. The value proposition for Skype is free internet voice and video calls and low-cost calls to landing and mobile numbers. Think about what problem you solve and fill in this field. Customer segment. This is about for whom are you creating value, who is your product for, and who are your most important customers. The purpose here in this box is to look deeper within the general market in order to locate customers with more specific needs for your product. You can fill this block info such as, my target audience are kindergarten teachers from 30 to 40 years old in New York. Or, if we take Skype as an example, the customer segment are people globally which hold meetings or call their families and friends, and also companies that want to make cheap international calls. The third block is the thing that connects your value proposition with the customers. It is about through which channels do your customer segments want to be reached. Remember, channels doesn't mean only how do we deliver a value proposition to customers, but also how do we raise awareness about our product and service, and how do you provide post-sales customer support. If we take Skype as an example, the channels that Skype uses to connect value proposition and customer segment is desktop application, mobile application, and website. If we take the Apple iPad as an example, the channel that Apple uses for this product are retail stores, Apple stores, and website. The next field is customer relationships. The types of relationships a company establishes with specific customer segments. This is about how do you get, keep, and grow your customer base. If we take the same example for Skype, in this block we will write down personal and self-service, Skype software download, Skype subscriptions, and so on. The next box is revenue stream box. It is about how do you generate cash from each customer segments. For what value are your customers willing to pay? It is also about how are they currently paying and how would they prefer to pay. It can be usage fees, asset sales, licensing, and so on. Revenue streams for Skype are basic service and fee, credit and subscriptions, and Skype hardware. Next, on the left side of the canvas, form the cost structure of the business. The sixth building block is key activities. What activities does a company engage in that allow it to execute its strategy and establish a presence in the market? It is not about what you do, it is about the most important things a company must do to make its business model work. For example, the key activities of Skype are software development and complaint management. The next block is key resources. It is about what infrastructure and resources do you need in order to deliver what you have promised, or what are the key resources you need to perform the key activities. This can be the equipment, humans, licenses, financial requirements, and so on. Skype key resources are software developers, software, and Skype brand itself. The next block is key partners. Who do you need to make this work? Or it is about how does each partner help the business, or what strategic partnerships does a company form to increase the scalability and efficiency of the business? It can be suppliers, developers, distributors, inventors, collaborators, affiliates, and so on. In the Skype example, the key partners are payment providers, telecom companies, and distribution partners. All of these key activities, key partners, and key resources cost money, and all of these costs need to be written down in the cost structure block. Here you have to write down the most expensive key activities and key resources, all fixed and variable costs. It is not about the ideas, it is about making ideas happen. So, grab your pen and start to work on your idea.